Hey guys, it's M4J here, and welcome back to Transport Fever 2, and welcome to what hopefully is the timetable revolution. Last time out, we added, well, the last two times out, we added a whole new influx of freight services. This is one of them here. This is Livestock Freight 2, which runs from, I believe, Egham to Maltby. Yeah, it's a long one. This is probably the longest single journey on the entire map, which is kind of cool. Although saying that, I'm sure there's a passenger train here that does. Yeah, Egham to Maltby. What do I know? This is one of several new services, and because we added like 7 or 8 new freight services at the same time, we created a huge traffic problem in and around. You'll have to excuse me constantly clearing my throat. Hay fever is doing its dirty deed again, I'm afraid. What was I saying? Oh yeah, we had a huge influx of new trains on the network, which has brought things to a somewhat standstill in certain locations. Once you get into the south bit here, it tends to be alright. That's why a little electric shuttle there, which is losing money hand over fist. No one from Ulverston seems to want to go anywhere, which is kind of frustrating. Where are you going? People in Ulverston. Lymington, Richmond, Crayford, Marston, Mortain, Egham, Stamford. Yeah, they're not really leaving the region. Bridgehouse, Poulton, Bedlington. I think the furthest distance is Luton right now, or Hull's. No, probably Luton. Yeah, that's annoying. We'll have to do something about that as well. Then we've got Ulverston Junction here, which still needs to be rebuilt, or at least have the third leg added. There's a lot to do still. But yeah, we had an influx of new trains. That's what I was trying to say. So because of that, I've had to build a new freight depot here at Luton. These are just empty sidings. I will fill them eventually. You can imagine that there will be loads of freight trains parked here. But this here is used to pump new freight trains out onto the network. We have also, of course, got the depot down at Richmond. This one that pumps trains out in that direction. I'm sure there are some. That might be one of them right there, in fact. Heading up towards Stockton. This is one. Actually, I don't think this is. Yeah, I think this is just a train running on the wrong track. It is indeed. Let's fix that. Pause. So after Crayford. This annoys me. It might not annoy you guys, but it annoys me when trains run on the wrong track. Can we cross over here? Yeah, technically you can. So I'm going to put one there, because it's holding up the faster trains. That's what's happening here. That's why I find it annoying. Follow the line across. I'm sure there's going to be crossovers here as well. Yep, I can see them already. So one there. What is your next stop? It is Stockton. Where is Stockton? Stockton is there. So the last crossover is going to be, or the last signal, sorry, is going to be there. And then on the way back, after Stockton, before Easingwold, it's that signal. Then before Hungerford, it is that signal. And then before Richmond, it is that signal. That should go some ways to help. There we go. I'm sure we've got problems elsewhere as well. Plus we've got this weird bit here where it goes down to a single track, which is very annoying. But I do love watching trains arriving and departing from Richmond. And this is actually a good place to start our timetable revolution, to be honest. We tried timetabling before, but I also used it with Line Manager, which meant we had new trains being pumped out constantly, and it caused endless issues. So I am going to go with something slightly different now. Plus we've got alternate platforms as well. So if trains are coming in and there's a train already in its platform, it'll go into one of the alternative platforms, which is awesome. I love the fact that it does that. And hopefully we can get these trains just a little bit busier, because we have got some people waiting at these stations, but ultimately I think we can do better. So let's start off with, in that for a second, what have we got here? Richmond to Maltby via Blackburn. That's a good one to start with. There. We're going to tick you on. And actually, this one is technically already set up, so we could just leave this one and have them run. We got it 15 minutes apart. I might take it down to 10. What is your frequency right now is 12 minutes. If I added an extra train to this, it would take it to 10. But I have got a rate set up here, which I'm guessing is 100 because we seem to have hit it. But I am going to unbunch these to 10 now instead of 15. Why is that going to Luton Freight Terminal? I don't know what I've just done here. I think I've just broken everything. 1 second. Try that again. Freight. Richmond to Maltby. There we go. Okay, that one works now. I have no idea what I've just done there. There we go, 10 minutes. And then tick you on. Tick you on. There we go. Pin you. The other line we've got here is Richmond to Newton Aycliffe. So we'll look at that one now as well. Now this one, so it starts at Richmond here. And it arrives at 6:31, departs at 11:31. So these are 15 minutes apart as well. But I think M4J junction... You know, it's done it again. This is not the same service. Bear with. Maybe, oops, maybe pinning it is a bad idea. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe I'm clicking the wrong thing somewhere. I don't know. I just don't know. Where am I going? M4J junction. Here. Unbunch. We want 10 minutes between each departure. There we go. And I guess we could do a little bit of unbunching somewhere else. But I don't really know where. Because it's fairly linear. These lines. The stations are quite linear. So I think we'll leave that for now. So that's that bit done. We'll come to Central in a second. East, we've got Newton Aycliffe to Richmond, and we've got Richmond to Maltby via Hereford. So Richmond to Maltby via Hereford, I saw just now, because it's that one. And again, here, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So make sure a train leaves every 10 minutes. Or that, you know, they'll be unbunched so that there's one every 10 minutes. They'll probably bunch up again as they go throughout the journey, particularly at places like Bridge House, where there's just a lot of traffic. But it's a start. And then the other one was Newton Aycliffe to Richmond, which is here. And again, something quite similar. Richmond, unbunch every 10 minutes. And I think, again, arrive, depart, arrive. Yes, they're 15 minutes apart, so 10-minute bunch here is fine. Our earnings right now are terrible. That's fine. We will fix everything. So through here, then, we've got Crayford to Luton, Crayford to Newton Aycliffe, Egham to Maltby, Poulton to Richmond, and Richmond to Bedlington. If I pin you, I'm going to move you over here. Now, I should be able to see what I'm doing. So the first one, Crayford to Luton, which is this one here. I'm going to turn you on. So at Crayford, we want arrival departure. I feel like something's missing. Shouldn't there be something over here to mess around with? Oh, add. Derp. Right, let's say... What is the... Crayford to Luton? They're 11 minutes. So I'm going to do a train every 10. And that should work with what we're trying to do here. So let's say a train arrives at 3:42. I'm literally making it up as I go along here. I'm going to depart at 13:42. Add. So 10 minutes after that. Oh, wait, no, that's not right. So this is going to be 8:42. And then after this one, it's 13:42. And then this one is going to be 18:42. Add 23:42. 28:42. You get the idea. 1, 2, 3. There might be a fourth one that I need to do. 33. I'm going to sneeze 1 second. Oh, excuse me. Hay fever. Oh, and again, I'm really good at hiding sneezes. I don't even need to tell you guys. It's just, it sounds like I'm having a fit or something on camera, which, you know, I'm obviously not. 33, 38, 43, 42, and then 48. Wait, this is wrong. Oh no, that is right. 48, 42, and then finally 53. 42, 58, 42. Cool. This is the wrong... Oh, for goodness sake, has it done it again? Crayford to Luton. Right, it's all in. And then at Luton, unbunch, 10 minutes. And at Richmond, unbunch, 10 minutes as well, just in case. I'm just keeping an eye on the money in the bottom corner whilst I'm doing this as well, because we are losing a little bit of money as we go along. Turn you on. What is your rate? 6 minutes. So if we did one every 10 minutes here, this would work out quite well. This one would actually be effective. So Crayford, arrival, departure, add. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. And let's say 7:22, 12, 22, 17, 22, 22, 22. It's a nice number. 27, 22, 32, 22, and again, you get the idea. This is the tedious bit. I'm sure there's a faster way of doing it, to be honest, but I don't know what it is. 37, 22, so then the next one is 42, 22, and then 47, 22, 52, 22, and then arrival is going to be 57, 22, and departure is going to be 2, 22. There we go. And then Luton Town maybe, or Richmond definitely. Going to unbunch by 10 minutes. And then M4J junction, unbunch 10 minutes. And then Richmond again, unbunch. Actually, these ones I could do 5 minutes at Richmond. I could probably do that on the other one here as well, just so they're not waiting for too long. There we go. Now just to check quickly. Yeah, that one's been stopped. That one's been stopped. And this is where the problem might come in, is as they start to unbunch. So that one and that one have arrived at basically the same time. Meanwhile, there's trains back here. Although you're waiting to get into here, so that's not too bad. We are going to do freight today as well. But right now I'm just focusing on passengers. Egham to Maltby is the next one, which is you here. So Egham, arrival, departure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we're going to do every 15 minutes on this one. So you are going to be 14... 12. I think we're going to depart. I suppose we could still do every 10 minutes for the departure, but this one here is going to be 29 at 12, because it's going to be 15 minutes after the first one, so then you are going to be 34. Oh, wait, that's not right. You're 39. Yeah, it's 10 minutes after 12. And then you're 15 minutes, which is 44. 12. And you're 15 minutes after that one, which is 54. 12. And then you're 15 minutes, that's 59. 12. And then 04. I've kind of done this thing where I've not checked the rate of the line, which is 10 minutes. So we're going to have two trains next to each other for 5 minutes, but I could just take some trains out and that could work. I think I had this problem before as well, and it's really frustrating. Richmond, unbunch. You are going to be 10 minutes because you're coming through the main platforms. And then Maltby, unbunch. You're going to be 15 minutes. Richmond, unbunch. 10 minutes. I did not do these properly. Which also does not help. There we go. Select you. Manage vehicles. Now we've got to wait 6 days while it loads. There we go. So if I pin you as well, I'm just going to grab some vehicles off the bottom here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, bang on 15. Look at that. Nice. Okay. Back in business. And then the final one here is Polton to Richmond, which is just a little shuttle, I believe. Actually, there is another... Yeah, Richmond to Bedlington is on here too. Richmond to... Oh, Polton to Richmond. There we are. Keep selecting the wrong sodding thing. How annoying. Right. Polton to Richmond. Tick on. So what Polton. Arrival departure. Pin you for a second. Your rate is 7 minutes, so we're going to do it every 10. Although you don't, I believe, have a second platform set up here, so we are going to do that quickly. We also technically don't want to have one down here, so we're going to do that quickly as well. 2 platforms should be enough, so it's 8 minutes now, which is fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's done that thing again. I saw it do it that time. Right. Arrival. I'm just going to go to 55. Departure 7. 55. Next one 12. 55. 17. 55. 22. 55. 27. 55. 32. 55. 37. 55. 42. Someone's just dropped something outside. 55. 47. 55. 52. 55. I'm moving my head a lot at the moment. It's very hot in this room. I'm getting like... Anyone else ever get dizzy just from turning their head too fast? Or is it just me? Polton to Richmond. There we go. And then up here at Richmond, unbunch every 10 minutes. Again, I'm assuming that worked. Polton to Richmond, unbunch every 10 minutes. Yes, good. And then there's Richmond to Bedlington, which is the little shuttle, which I suppose we could also stick in. Actually, what's the point? There's only one train running this, isn't there? Yeah, there's literally no point. Okay. So I think those are all the trains through Richmond, yeah? All the passenger trains, at least. So we can now move on, once I've turned my fan on. Bear with. You might hear a little bit of blowing from the fan and the microphone. I do apologise if that is the case. Just need to get it in the right position. There we go. Oh, that's good. That is good. Okay. I think the next one to focus on is going to be M4J junction. So that's sort of the next big... You got Richmond, Luton as well, I suppose. But Luton itself, the terminus... Ooh. Luton itself, the terminus, is quite small. So M4J junction is probably the next sort of big one to go look at. Oh god, look how busy that is as well. That's insane. So over to M4J junction, which is here, which could get bigger now because we have got more platform space. I just want to break the game again for a second and open the lines panel. That and that. I just want to see, are all these platforms actually in use? They are not. These ones here are not in use. I think I can bring these into use though, yeah? So what's this line here? Maltby to Crayford. Yes. Why don't I do something with this? So you're heading south at this point. So why don't we have you come in on 14 as well? Is this going to be where it says can't do it because of the junction layout? Oh no, you can do it. 14 as well. Sure. And on the way back, I hate how slow this is, by the way. If this is one of the things the devs are focusing on for making the game work more efficiently, then I am all for it, believe me. 16. Actually, I've just realised something. The waypoint system here means this won't work. And this one, not as much. Although... No, maybe it will. Maybe it will. Some of these it'll work, some of these it won't. So that waypoint there, that's number 21, yes? Which is over here somewhere. Yeah, okay, so this will work. But it needs to be this platform here before the... No, see, look, because it stops and then it goes through the... I'm just going to ignore all of that for now. We'll worry about that some other time. Okay. M4J junction over here. So the first one on the list is Crayford to Newton Aycliffe, which I think we've already done. Yes. Then we've got Luton to Maltby, which is this one here. We'll tick you on again. So this is every 20 minutes. But I kind of want to reduce that to every 15 at least. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's an easier way of doing it, I know, but whatever. So you are 49. And you are 54. Okay. M4J junction, which is right here. We're going to unbunch. We're just going to do 10 minutes again, because it's easier. Maltby, same thing. Unbunch every 10 minutes. And then M4J junction on the way back. Unbunch every 10 minutes. Now the way I can fix the whole waypoint issue is just to remove the waypoints, but then there's going to be loads of pathfinding issues still, so I might need to have a little think about that one. The pathfinding in this game still isn't 100% perfect. It's not bad, but it's not 100% perfect. Maltby to Crayford. Broken. Maltby to Crayford. There we go. Tick you on again. So you are every... You're every 15 minutes, aren't you? Yes, you are. Which... I mean, this one has a rate of 8. And I've just set it up to leave every 15 minutes. You have a rate of 11. So you're fine. You're A-OK. To leave every 15 minutes. And again, we'll unbunch every 10. Here. And up at... Are you go up to Conisborough. Why is that there? No timetable. Yeah, I don't know why you're doing that. At Crayford, you need to unbunch every 10 minutes as well. There we go. And then M4J junction on the way back. Unbunch every 10 minutes. Perfect. Then we've got Newton Aycliffe to Richmond, which we've already done. The Express we don't need to worry about. Richmond to Maltby, both of them we've already done. And Richmond to Newton Aycliffe we've also done. Perfect. So, maybe I'll just go down this list now and see which ones we've missed. So, Blackburn to New Mills. Yeah, you're a passenger train, yes? Let's go check that. Blackburn is over here. So if I select you, Blackburn to New Mills. Yeah, and you are every 7 minutes. So we could do this for every 10. That, Blackburn to New Mills. So Blackburn. Now you only have one platform at Blackburn, yes? Yeah, so this could be problematic. Maybe we'll do the unbunching at New Mills. Like the actual arrive depart. Maybe we do it like this. Train every 10 minutes. I'm assuming that'll work. We could do it, I was about to say on the hour, but you know what I mean, like on the... So the first one could be arrive at 0, leave at 10, and then the next one will arrive at 10, leave at 20, arrive at 20, leave at 30, arrive at 30, leave at 40, you get the idea. Arrive at 40, leave at 50, and then arrive at 50, and leave at 0. Sure. And then Blackburn here will just unbunch by 5, just so we're not waiting for too long. Cool. Close. We'll come to the freight ones in a second, because there's going to be a lot of unbunching and stuff going on with these. I think, is that it for... There's the shuttles still that we haven't done. There's Luton to Downham Wimborne here as well, which is the branch line. So I suppose we could do this one too. Tick that on. I don't even know if all the other ones have been ticked on or not. They appear to have been, which is fine. So yeah, Luton to Downham Wimborne. So at Luton, we're going to arrive depart. I don't know what the rate is. We have to go find that out, which means Downham Wimborne, which is here. Luton to Downham Wimborne every 11 minutes. So if we did a train every 10 minutes, that means they're basically arriving, and then, I mean, 15 minutes then. We'll do one every 4. So 4 departures. And again, we could do it on the hour if I'm feeling lazy, which, to be honest, I am, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do 1:16. And then 16. 31. 31, 46, and then 46, 01. And then as for the minutes, 34, just for a little bit of variety. There we go. And then at Downham Wimborne, we will unbunch, but by 10, not 15. Yeah. Let's go with that. So it's, at some point, I'm sure things will start breaking, but whatever. The trams here, I don't think need redoing. I think the trams are actually... saying that, you are stopped here. I think it's because that platform's being used, which reminds me, I never set these up to use the other platforms, which I should probably do. Wait. What station is this? Oh, you're down. There we go. So you'll now move again. Yep. Cool. This one as well, we might as well do the same thing. So you're currently at Downham Wimborne, so we'll have 2 as your backup. And this one, we'll have 1 as your backup. Keep things moving, and that means I don't have to timetable now, and also these 2 can leave and arrive at the same time, which is very nice indeed. I think both of these lines here have been timetabled, which is fine. Money is somewhat stable. It's fluctuating. The really tricky one for the passengers is probably going to be over here at Maltby for the branch lines, because they are constantly getting in each other's way. Like this one here is now waiting for this one. So there's food for thought there. Let's pin you for a second. I'm going to pause you for a second as well, actually, while I'm doing these ones, because you never know what might go wrong. So we've got Egham to Maltby, which we've already done. I think the ones we need to focus on are Normanton to Ely, and Maltby to Wokingham as well, and Maltby to Totton. They're the 3. So let's do Maltby to Totton first, which is this one. So Maltby Parkway, what's your rate right now? 8. So if we do a train every 10 minutes, or 15, if we do a train every, I don't know, 10. Let's just do 10. Let's just do 10. Okay, and we'll go like, think. 3:14. I don't know why I'm making weird noises. I'm really sorry. 13:14, and then I mean I could just do it this way, I suppose, if I'm feeling particularly lazy. 13:14 to 23:14, and then what are you? 23:14 to 33:14. I'm kind of getting away with this right now because we've got so many platforms here. And then 33:14 to 43:14, and then 43:14, which is that one, yep, to 53:14. Trying to do it without looking at the keyboard, which is harder than you'd imagine, for me at least, because I don't do touch typing. And then 03, or just 3:14. Perfect. And then at Totton, we're going to unbunch. I think we're going to do the full 10. So if I go Maltby to Totton, I think Totton has 2 platforms. Oh, Totton only has 1 platform. So hopefully we're not waiting too long. That's completely the wrong thing, Mark. What are you doing? Right. So Maltby to Totton, done. Next, Maltby to Wokingham, which is this one. Now this is a long route. So if we look at the rate, it's 8 minutes. So again, maybe we just do a train every 10. Do you have multiple platforms at Wokingham? You do at Maltby, so that's fine. No, you just come in on 1. We can also come in on 2 though. So I am going to set that up just as a redundancy, because you never know. Maltby, arrival departure. This I feel like needs to be every 10 minutes as well. I might be a bit stricter with the arrival departures here though. So I might say, I don't know, 4:16, and then the departure is going to be 9:16, so it's 5 minutes later. And then this one is going to be 14:16, 19:16. A bit like what we were doing before. And then 24:16, and then 29:16, 34:16, and 39:16, 44. And again, you know where this is going. This, I would love to say I've sat here and I've thought this out and this is the solution I've come up with, but you can probably tell by the fact I'm pulling numbers out of my backside that I haven't really done that much forethought into this. It's kind of a make it now and tweak it later kind of ideology that I've got going here. Wokingham, unbunch every 10 minutes. I could probably do something similar at some of the other stations. Maybe Scunthorpe or Wimborne Minster. Oh yeah, there is a station. I was about to say there isn't one there, is there? But no, there is. I think this should keep them bunched enough apart. And then we've got Normanton to Ely. Which I think at Maltby would be where we would do the arrival departure, but I am going to have a look at doing it at Normanton, which I believe is this way. Now I believe, yeah, we've only got 2 platforms here right now, so I'm going to build a 3rd one first, which I'll make, and I could just make it out of rusty track, because again, this is going to be the contingency platform. It's not really going to be for main use. But it does mean having to redo this crossover. Now, wouldn't it be cool if... Yeah, not to be. I'm going to redo both crossovers here. So I reckon there's a way. First of all, getting that to work. No overhead, and then using that. No, well, failing that, should be able to do it. Nope. Help. There will be a way. I'm sure there's a way. I think there the gap's too small. That's the problem, because it's on a curve. That's possible. There we go. It's small locos, little tank engines operating this line, so it's fine. There we are, fixed. Right, so Normanton to Ely. Manage line up to Normanton. Platform 1 is your contingency, and then, I mean, technically at Ely we should probably do something similar. For unbunching purposes, Ely is over here. This one should be easier to do. Why can't I build there? What's in the way there? Is it this house? Maybe it was. Sorry, house. But, you know, needs must. Yeah, I know. No, I had a feeling that wasn't going to work. Just get rid of all this crossover. Yep, that's not going to work either. So we'll go like that. And like that. Bingo. And again, Normanton to Ely. Manage line. Ely. Boom. Okay, so your rate is 6. So if I did one at 10, every 10, then yeah, you will be unbunching. Which is fine. I don't mind that. So we'll do... Why have I not got any journey time? Is it because I've never used timetabling with this before? That's a very big possibility, actually. So it's a good thing I wasn't using that as a guide. And you can see where the vehicles are all bunched up. So this is why I'm doing this. Let's go with 2, 2, 7, 2, and then 12, 2, 17, oops, 2, 22, 2, 27, 2, 32, 2, 37, 2, 42, 2, 47, 2, and then 52, 2, and 57, 2. Lovely. And then Maltby Parkway, unbunch every 10. Ely. Oh, I didn't do it properly. Because you're supposed to... Whoopsie doodle. There we go. This is why I do it paused as well, you see. And then Maltby again, unbunch every 10. Now I will need to check at Maltby, which I can do here. And you've got 2 platforms in each direction, but I kind of want you to have more than that. So Maltby Parkway, Maltby East to Maltby Parkway, so you're heading west, right? Number 4. Yeah. So here, I want... Oh, God. Yeah. I want numbers 21 and 19 as well. Just in case. Basically the entirety of this block. And then in the other direction, you've got 25 and 23, so 24 and 22. There. Nice. There's Maltby to Totten as well. Oh yeah, no, that's that one. Of course it is. In that case, I'm also going to put you at Maltby on 24, 22, 25 and 23, or 20 and 18. I might do 20 and 18, actually. Just so it's at the right end of the station, at least. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So I think all of the passenger lines, I think, are now timetabled. I think. Let's go through the list. So we've got Blackburn to New Mills, Crayford to Luton, Crayford to Newton Aycliffe, Egham to Maltby. These are all freight. Luton to Downham Wimborne, Luton to Maltby. We've got... Oh yeah, the mineral trams. I say, what the hell are they? But no, they're the ones... yeah, I do know what those are. Maltby to Crayford, Maltby to Totten, Maltby to Wokingham, Newton Aycliffe to Richmond, Normanton to Ely, and then Poulton to Richmond, Richmond to Bedlington, Richmond to Maltby via Blackburn, Richmond to Maltby via Hereford, Richmond to Newton Aycliffe. The Ulverston shuttle we don't need to worry about, and then the trams we don't need to worry about right now either. I will fix those probably off camera. So everything else should now be working. So at some point, when these get to their next station that involves timetabling, you will see them come to a halt. Let's use, yeah, this is a good example because you're heading to Totten, which I believe has an unbunching thing, does it not? What are you? Maltby to Totten. Yeah, Totten has an unbunching of 10 minutes. Now, where's the next? There's one just leaving now. Cool. I might add another platform down here as well, actually, so we can do the old arrive, depart, shuffle. And again, we'll just use old track because why not? Tuck you in like that. Lovely stuff. Maltby to Totten, manage line, and at Totten, platform 1 is your backup. Good stuff. Just because, you know, the rates might change as vehicles hang around and stuff. There's a frequency here of 5 minutes, and we have a train that leaves every 10, I believe. So, yeah, I don't know what that's going to mean in terms of arriving and departing at both ends of the line. We'll find out. I'm a little nervous about the money situation still. We are losing a lot of money. And it is all because of... Actually, it's investments as well, so it must be new vehicles. But then, railroad right now. We are still coming to terms with everything. We've got more trains now, so the maintenance is higher. The tickets, it's fluctuating. It was actually quite high here. And it will get higher here as well. It's because we've got these big heavy freight trains that don't necessarily drop off huge loads at every station. So if I choose a good example, do we have any freight trains arriving at Maltby right now? We got one leaving, heading to Seaford, and it is profitable. If I go into the lines panel and organise by money, biggest loss, oh, turn that off and put that on everything. Biggest loss right now is Crayford to Newton Aycliffe, which is losing 12 million. And it's only holding a tenth of its capacity right now. So the timetabling should help with that. Richmond to Maltby, also losing money. The mineral freight trains are currently losing money, but they are carrying stuff at least. So hopefully, and this one isn't. Oops, what am I doing? This line isn't carrying anything right now, but it should do soon, I hope. Where do you run from? You run from Luton down to Egham. See, I don't actually know if that line was worth it. I'll come back to that. Because, again, it could be. It might not be. Right, we're about to arrive at Totten, and then we'll see how long this train actually stops for. Another good thing, so there's only 7 people on board right now, and there's 7 people waiting. But when it does the stop-start thing again, I think it allows more people the opportunity to actually get to the station and actually get on the train. So the Totten bus is a good way to get more people on board here. Here she comes. Do we have any more people waiting? It's still just 7. I don't want to see. I need to click on it all. Totten destinations. Where are people going? Normanton. So that's handy to have this shuffle. Uttoxeter, Scunthorpe, Seaford, Ely. Yeah, line usage is somewhat okay. So it's unloading now. It's loading up. And then it should stop. Oh, it isn't. It's just going. Huh. Maybe it's got to wait to the next. I don't know what a minute is in this game. Oh, it is literally a minute by the looks of things. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So that should have waited. Maybe it'll wait at Maltby. I don't know. We have got some trains waiting though. Look, here's one. Maltby to Wokingham. Which which I think does have another platform here. Yeah, it's set up for all 3 bay platforms there, which is fine. Also, it's a profitable line, which is nice to see. This number is coming back up towards 0 now, which is good. And you might have noticed I haven't touched the freight at all so far in this video. That will be next week's episode. I'll look at doing freight movements then. I just want to see what happens to this train when it arrives. It's got 49 out of 96 on board. It's Normanton to Ely. And heading towards Maltby East, there are 7 passengers waiting to head that way. So I don't know how many are going to get off here, but we'll find out. It's run into its main platform. It should stop, but it might not. Again, this line might be making money. Oh, it's currently losing money. But the timetabling should help. I know trains are going to be sat around not earning money for a while whilst they're waiting for the timetable, but at the same time, it should mean each train carries more passengers per journey. I hope. What about you? You're arriving. You've only got 3 goods, 1 tool, 1 machine, sorry, and 4 plastic. You are goods freight 1. There's a lot of stuff waiting to be picked up here, at least. Was it 10 tools, 13 goods? Maybe not a high amount. It's 11,000 there. The line is almost profitable. We are going to rejig the freight vehicles as well to get more freight trains operating. Maltby to Totton. Okay, this one might stop and wait for timetable, which will be good. Any second now. I'll autosave. No! Pick your moments. Bloody autosave. I just want to see if this is working. It's working on some of the lines, so I'm assuming it's going to work on all of them eventually. It's just the wait, the nervous wait to see whether or not it is actually going to behave itself. But yeah, next week will be the freight trains. We might reroute some freight services through various different platforms. The good thing with the freight stations is pretty much every line is accessible from every other line, because some stations terminate trains at that station. So it should be easier to manage in terms of unbunching and things like that. And we will add more freight trains to the network as well to make it work. So you're unloading. Something tells me it's not going to wait. Still unloading. Oh, something just earned 3 million, whatever that was. You're loading. Now we find out whether or not it's going to function correctly. There are actually a lot of passengers looking to go to Totton, but I think a lot of them are, in fact... My goodness, there are a lot wanting to go to Totton. Only 44 want to go to... Oh, yeah, look, it stopped. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. And then the one behind it, which is on its way somewhere... Might have just... Yeah, there it is. Oh, no, that's a freight train. Also, this here, I'm tempted to add a 2-way signal here, just so that trains here can keep going. Let's do that quickly as well. We can use a little colour light aspect for this. 1-way, no. Auto sig, no. Yeah, you just go there. It means this train can keep running towards Guysborough, whilst this train actually runs up towards the junction. It also set this one off as well, which is nice. It's about keeping trains moving as well. I know we're trying to get them to stop in certain places for various reasons, but it's also about keeping them moving. Okay, so there is a train here that was waiting to leave. So we've only got 2 trains here. I think we can add a 3rd. Might mess things up, but I think we can add a 3rd. The fact that it's just able to run straight out the depot is nice. That means we haven't got many others around. But yeah, I am going to put a cut in here, guys, and then we'll come back next week and we will do the freight timetable revolution. So until then, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and of course if you're enjoying the series. Drop those comments down below with ideas for future episodes. Let me know what you think about this restructuring as well, whether or not you think it will be effective. Besides all that, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you have already subscribed to the channel, thank you guys for your continued support. Enjoy the rest of your evenings, and until next time, I will see you soon.